Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Idiots in a Room podcast. I am really excited about today's episode.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you do the clap that you usually do at the...
I just did it.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going.
Alright, do you want me to start over?
No, we can keep rolling. You know, it's an improvised show. We just gotta do with what we go. Yeah?
Okay.
Well, Ed, what were you saying? Were we just starting? I'm Nicholas Van Devort.
Yes, and I'm your co-host, Chris Jenke. Welcome to another episode of the Idiots in a Room podcast. How are you today?
So, I don't know. Could be better. I don't know. Things have been bleh. But we're here. We're gonna record a podcast, I guess.
You don't seem very enthusiastic.
Gotta be honest, Chris, I wasn't really excited to come over this time. I mean, what was the idea we had for the skit again?
Well, actually, the idea we had was that we are famous artists.
No, we aren't. We can't even fool that. What's the point of that? Like, what's a funny angle about the artistry? Making fun of the arts? We shouldn't do that.
Well, the joke was going to be that I pull out a Van Gogh book, and I start to claim that I did all those paintings.
What, you mean the one over there, right next to the Monopoly board?
Yeah.
When we were going to play a game of Monopoly for the next episode, it was just the Monopoly podcast?
No, I actually pulled that out for a different video, not a podcast. That seemed kind of boring, so I was going to do one about...
right, it seemed kind of boring. Let's pull out the book.
Okay, I'll grab the book. Let's try and do this sketch. So yeah, I'm a famous artist, obviously, and I got this whole book of paintings. Don't worry about the name on the front.
You can't show the name. You didn't even get tape or anything to replace it with your name. You just could say Chris Janke. Chris Janke. You're so unprepared. I don't. Look, no one's gonna buy this. These are all Van Gogh paintings. You just showed them his face is on the back.
Okay, hold on. No, that doesn't work.
The inside cover's always got you checkmated, dude. They're not gonna... Do you think they just have a different title on the inside cover?
Well, I thought it might be blank or something.
No!
I don't know. Okay.
You gotta come up with something better here. We're already going. This is it. This is the podcast right now. It's a skit about figuring out what the fuck we're doing, I guess. What are we doing, Chris?
That's not a very good sketch. It's not a very good...
Then find a good one. What are we doing? You're the one that always comes up with the ideas here.
I don't know. I always ask you for ideas, and you always just show up.
You never ask me about anything.
Yeah, I do.
You said one time, hey, if you have any ideas, make sure to pitch them. And I was like, okay, sure. I came up with a few. You haven't used any of them yet.
Yeah,
when are we getting around to my stuff?
Okay, what's one of your ideas?
One of my ideas was that we are building up towards a big end game kind of moment, right? We collaborate with other podcasts around our size to get some, collaboration, some featuring. We start to build up this huge, improvised but carefully planned sketch across all other podcasts. But you haven't even contacted another.
Yeah, because I don't know anyone else that does a podcast. Do you know anyone else that does a podcast?
Not yet, but I'm sure we could if you started looking.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know anybody. How am I supposed to find anybody when nobody ever advertises?
You're the one who finds all the ideas we do every other week.
I just come up with these things before you walk in the door, man.
Man, look, I think we need to get nitty gritty here. I have a lot of problems with this show.
You have a lot of problems with this show. What do you mean you have problems with this show?
You barely put in any effort. You get haphazard props,
Haphazard props?
You don't even edit the whole thing at the end.
That's because it's improv. That's because it's all supposed to be improv and taking away from anything.
It's just us talking for 20 minutes.
That's
no one's
the point.
gonna watch
That's
it.
the point, though.
No one's gonna watch it.
Well, why do you think I brought in guest stars, huh? I brought in some guest stars, and people have watched those episodes.
Okay, yeah, there's another talking head. Woohoo! It's still not edited. There's nothing interesting. It's just a camera pointed at us at a table talking to each other. Sometimes doing ridiculous stuff. Most of the time, we're just sitting here.
We usually talk about. We've been getting into fights the last couple of episodes. That's been really driving up the numbers.
I don't
in terms of us, in terms of our podcast.
I don't want to physically fight you. The last time we did that, I got COVID from you. Fuck, dude. I don't want to have to touch you anymore during these things. Look, the fighting was cool for like a bit or two. It's not going to be the drive home joke of everything we do from here on. That can't be it. We're not going to get sick again.
It seems like we're fighting right now.
It's not fisticuff fighting, and it's the real fighting.
This. Okay, I'm really confused here. Like, what's going on, man? Why are you suddenly not into this?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest here, man. I think that we just do not.
What are you saying?
We can't do this together anymore.
What?
We can't. Look, I can't bring my full self to these podcasts anymore. Every time I've come in the last few times, I've just had like this clogged vision and thoughts, and I just feel so unsatisfied at the end of them. I don't know why, but I don't. There's clearly something missing here. And you don't see it, and I don't know how you don't see it. I don't know how it hasn't been pointed out to you.
What do you think is missing? What do you think is missing from our dynamic? We've built up a dynamic for how many episodes have we done? This is like 41, I think. 41. I can correct that if I'm wrong, but
that's a lot of episodes. You're right.
Yeah, and we've built up this dynamic of us being idiots in a room.
Yeah, it felt all right when we were doing the audio stuff, but once we started shifting.
Wait a minute! Whoa! Wait a minute! You were the one that said you didn't like the audio podcast. You were the one that said we should start doing these video podcasts.
Yeah, I did, because I thought that they could really enhance our potential.
And I think they have.
Yeah, it's true. There's been more that we can do. I just feel like you are not taking hold of that potential very well. I think that you're wasting the potential that we could be using with this format. You're not thinking. You're not using any of the physical props properly. You could have at least put in the effort to prepare this a little bit more, right? Maybe even you could have slipped a page in here that was literally your own drawing and like made everyone think, oh, it's a page in the book, but you didn't. It's just Van Gogh.
Okay, man, that was supposed to be part of the joke that I'm trying to take credit for Van Gogh.
You could have put more thought into it because it just makes you look like a goddamn idiot and not the right kind. Not the right kind. We are not the right idiots for this room.
What do you mean we're not the right idiots for this room? We started this show 2 years ago with I don't know how long ago.
Chris, just shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. We're done.
What the fuck?
We're done. I don't want to hear it anymore. You clearly don't have any answers that are meaningful that will improve the podcast. You don't have consideration for my ideas.
Yes, I do have fucking consideration.
No, you don't.
You're the reason we started
shit.
these stupid things. These
if
stupid
you
video
had
podcasts.
consideration,
I
then
do
you
have
would have put
consideration.
in the plan.
I do have plans.
What's this?
A plan? Maybe not a very well thought out plan, granted.
It's not my idea either. Chris, I'm done. I can't be in this room with you anymore. I think that this has to be it.
No! This doesn't have to be
however
it.
many fucking episodes this is.
This does not have
is it.
This does not have to be it. This is not the last episode. This can't be the last episode. Wait, okay, listen, we've hit a snag. We've hit a little snag, just a little tug on the shirt of life, right? And I think we can get through this. This is our very first ever, like, altercation that wasn't supposed to be comedic.
Okay, well,
right?
What are we doing now then, huh? What are we doing right now?
We can switch around our episode order.
Okay, what's next? What are we doing instead of this Van Gogh crap?
Let me see here. There was an episode I had planned out where you're a snake charmer and you get snakes to fly, and they start flying around the room, but we can't see them because they're invisible. You made them invisible.
What, we're going to be swinging our chairs around at invisible snakes? Is that what you're thinking of?
Well, the joke is that we don't know where they are, so we're trying to duck around them, and it would be funny.
No, I don't... You're getting stale, man.
What do you mean I'm getting stale? Not stale.
It's fucking half-baked ideas. They don't make sense. They might... Okay, they sound like they could go somewhere on paper, right? But, I don't know, they don't have any actual direction beyond that. What are we supposed to do with the snakes after a few minutes? Surely we're not going to spend the entire 30-minute podcast with me and you dodging snakes the whole time trying to hold a conversation. No, that's not going to happen.
We could do our movie review special.
We did the thing with the producer last week.
No, this is like a movie review where we watch a movie and then
No.
then
It's
review
too
it.
similar to the other idea. It doesn't make sense. It's too soon. You're not thinking about this shit, Chris. You're not... I'm done.
Hey, don't leave.
Why not? Why shouldn't I leave? Because quite frankly, you have not given me any reason to stay here. The set's falling apart. They're hung up by pins. What is this?
Why are you taking down my set?
Because I don't care anymore. We're not doing the podcast.
Hey,
We're not doing the...
yo,
it doesn't matter
stop.
anymore.
Leave that up. That's my set, just not just for this, but for everything.
It's done. We're not having any more. You don't need the set anymore. You don't need this camera anymore.
Hey!
You don't need any of it.
What are you doing, man?
Why are you following me with the camera? Do you know how crazy you look right now?
Listen. Well, I don't know what you're talking about here. I don't know what's going on. But this is not like you. You are not like this.
Chris, we're going off the rails here. I'm done. I don't know what else to tell you, but I can't... When you're willing to take this more seriously, you can give me a call, and I'll be back. But for now, I hate to say it, but it's over, man. We're done.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Idiots in a Room podcast. I guess it's called the Idiot in a Room podcast now. If you excuse me, I need some time to think things over.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.